What's up guys, the Crimson Gamer here, and this is a important video, somewhat important depending on if you're really into this type of game genre. But for those of you who don't know, Smite by Hi-Rez Studios recently released a new character into the game. It is the goddess of land, Terra. Now she's also known as the Primordial Mother, and what she is she's the goddess of Earth. And I'm reviving one of my old series that I did on my original channel called Detailed Guides for Smite on how to play certain gods and goddesses. And I'm happy to say that I will be bringing this series back with a bang, starting off with Smite's newest character, Terra. Now, before we get into the gameplay, there's a couple things you should know about this goddess. So, her skills, her number one is called Force of Nature, and what it does is it moves the earth beneath them, pushing herself forward and dealing damage to enemies that are on the way. If Earth moves to one of its contention stones, which I'll get into in a second, the stone will be destroyed, causing additional effects and allowing Earth to go into the next 3 seconds. So when you see contention stones, as probably mentioned, that is her passive. And what contention stones are is they're stones that come onto the battlefield, and it's immune to repel, and it's basic. And what it does is when they're on the field, the attacks now slow the enemies, and it can your moves, such as your earth moves, can blow away the stones, and if they connect with an enemy, it will deal additional damage to your enemies, and the passive will remain active for 3 seconds before disappearing. Now her second attack is called Crushing Stones, and what it is Earth creates 2 parallel containment stones on each side of the target site, causing slowdowns enemies that are among the stones. Earth can activate the ability to destroy the stones at once, causing damage and stunning those who are in the center. These stones can be destroyed in cone, or using the power and nature ability, causing damage to the area of enemies. Her third move is called Obelisk, and what it is Earth casts the convention stone obelisk surrounded by lush vegetation. The obelisk heals nearby allies every 0.5 seconds. Now this is a really good move to use, especially in Conquest or Assault. Being able to heal your teammates would be something very useful. So Earth can destroy this obelisk with Nature Force to ground enemies in an area by 1 second and convert the area healed allies to deal damage to enemies. And now, in conclusion, her ultimate is called Blessing of Earth. And what it is Earth channels its strength towards Earth, granting bonuses to its allies and anywhere in the map by 10 seconds. While it's activated, Earth and its allies gain movement, reducing the mana cost for your skills and range reduction. Also, if the Earth or one of their other allies receive damage 4 times during this purpose, they will be cured. Each god has its own damage count, so each god has its unique amount of damage done to them. Now, with that said, it's finally time to get in the game and test this goddess out. Now, in regards to a good build, since Terra is a guardian, it would be best to mostly build her defensive with a couple damage. So, okay, this is a matter of opinion here. You can build whatever you want. I'm just gonna give some advice. So what I would do is I would give her the Shoes of the Magi. Depending on if you're fighting more magical or defensive, it depends on what you'll want to do. But since I'm reversing a Raw, I'll be doing Bulwark of Hope, so which gives me magical protection. And in regards to my defensive items, some good things that you can use would be, let's see. It also depends on how much money you get, of course. So obviously the max here would be Celestial Legion Helm. You'd probably want to build stacks along with Gem of Isolation. You can use Book of Thoth, you can use Warlock Sash. I prefer Warlock Sash, of course. But, yeah, that's, okay. So that's my build so far. Like I said, matter of opinion. You may not agree with my build, but, okay. And for my actives, I'll just choose what I usually do. I'll be using no consumables, of course. Now, I am somewhat walking into this blind. I am giving you the heads up here. I actually don't really know how to use her. But, this is, in fact, my first time playing her. So let's see how this turns out. So here is my one. Pretty good so far. But you can see as a Guardian, the damage rate isn't too high, but still enough to deal some significant damage. Now with that said, this is just a bot, so obviously the combat in game would be a lot different. So that was our using our 1 ability. Now here's our 2, which if you smash through them, like I said, will do damage to the enemies. See, it did some damage to the raw there. So that was one of our containment stones. I think I said that right. Okay. Oh, you're not getting away, bud, don't worry. Okay, so that was our 2. Now it's time to use our 3 on this sucker. And like I said, always dash through it to do some great damage. That's something I really like about this goddess, is just doing, breaking your obelisks will do a lot of damage to your enemies. It can even have a chance of rooting them. So now, that was our 3, now let's go for our ult, shall we? Like I said, it heals enemies, and as well, it makes do a bunch of damage, so... I think I read that right. But I'm not... Yeah. Anyways, yeah, in general, just a pretty good god. I'm really happy with what I see. I don't know if there's anything else I should show. I think I should be done. But let's just do one more test with my... I'll use my 1, 2, and 3. Let me just let them cool down quickly. And just for curiosity, for those who don't know what my actives do, I'll show you that right now. Oops, I messed that up. There you go, I broke them. So my 1 active is Aegis, which makes me invincible for a couple of seconds, and then my 2nd active is Curse, which slows down the enemies. So, for example, here's my dash once again, doing the damage. Like I said, I mostly build defensive. That's why she's not doing too much damage. But personally, I think it's a decent build. It's also, I've also heard a couple people saying that it would be possible to build Terra as an assassin. A lot of people did that with Erlang Shen. But whenever I used him, I preferred in reality doing a mix of both, warrior build and assassin build. In regards to Terra, I'm not going to be that experimental yet, but I guess you could always try building her as assassin. I guess any god could be whatever you want, except for the mages, most likely, but and the hunters. But anyways, let me know how I did, guys. This is my first Smite guide in a while since reviving it on this channel. This was on Terra, the newest goddess. Hope I nailed it. Hope you guys enjoyed it. And always, I will see you all next time. Peace out.